Hello and welcome back to Big Mouth. So whatever happened to Manchester United? Well, what always was going to happen once Sir Alex stepped down, but the issues and problems began long before he even left. He befriended those horse racing owners. It was his idea for them to have a share within the club. And then when he fell out with them over the horses, to get revenge on him, they sold their shares to the Glazers. This is why we're where we are now. But Manchester United's predicament is nothing to do with the Glazers. They've handed over quite a lot of cash to Moyes, to Van Gaal, and to Mourinho. Why are we where we are? Is because we had one iconic, legendary manager, but once he left, the wrong decisions started to be made. But some of those decisions were by Sir Alex himself. He was the one who insisted that Moyes got the job. It was him who insisted the guy got a 10-year contract. Moyes was never right for our club. Not because he's a bad man or a bad manager. He was at the right place at Everton. He never really wanted the United job. You could tell that in his opening press conference when he was describing how Sir Alex Ferguson was at his door saying, "You're going to be the next Manchester United manager," like he didn't even have a choice. David Moyes seemed intimidated by Manchester United and its history from day one, and I felt sorry for him because he's not a bad man. Maybe he felt he was a better manager than he really is, but that was the downfall of his career. If he stayed at Everton, I think he'd still be viewed as one of the top managers. Sometimes you should know your lengths, your levels, and your limits. Then we go to Van Gaal. Before he came to Manchester United, he was viewed by me as an iconic manager who built the Ajax youth system. I was very excited. And also I was very excited by some of the choices he was making in players. Very excited. And I thought, wow, we've really arrived in the big time now. Because I thought he was that good. It turned out he was just a supervillain. A very entertaining supervillain, more entertaining than his actual team played. But again, the wrong decisions were being made. I was desperate for him to leave, as many of us were. And when we heard the name Jose Mourinho, we were all really excited. Well, not all of us. Some of us had the intelligence, not me, but to say, no, this is the wrong move. I thought, don't care if he's negative, don't care if he's a troublemaker, get him in, he'll do a great job. He hasn't done a great job. He won 2 trophies in his first season, but that masquerades the real problems with the man now. He's not the Jose Mourinho we remember. There lies the problem. His obsession with Fellaini. What did he say to us? You're going to learn to love Fellaini. No, mate. Never, never, never. I respect the lad. He's a good, hard-working footballer, but we're never going to love him as a Manchester United player because he should never have been signed by David Moyes. Moyes had no imagination but to sign desperately a player for 30 million just before the window shut. And we've dug ourselves an early grave ever since then with managers. We are now in a situation, as far as I'm concerned, where Jose Mourinho will probably walk in October. I don't believe Fred is a Jose Mourinho signing. I think the club has signed him. I will repeat what I said the other day in my other video, that I believe it was the club's idea to get rid of Jose's assistant and get Kieran, the under-18s coach, in, and to get Michael Carrick in as part of the coaching team because they're preparing for what's going to happen when he leaves. They need people on the bench. They can trust the coaching bench when he walks out. I think they're disagreeing with the way United should go. I don't think they felt comfortable about giving Fellaini a 2-year contract, but I think they just said, well, we've got to just go with this. But I feel the club know that this is not a long-term fix. This is no fix at all. So let's just say what happens when he leaves in October, which I believe is going to happen. I think we'll start the season badly. If he stays for the full season, Wolves will finish above us. Wolves are very intimidating with what they're doing. I think they're a very strong club now, and they're not just a promoted outfit. I think that they're a very strong piece. They remind me of Jack Walker's Blackburn and Sir John Hall's Newcastle. I think they're that powerful now. My father's a massive, my dad's a massive Wolves fan, so I've seen him live and breathe the letdowns, the heartbreaks. This is great for Wolves fans, but we're here to talk about Manchester United, my club. And it's really depressing to see what's happening. I mean, we can take it for a little while longer because we had, what, 25 years of dominance. That's amazing. But when you get it, you're greedy for it and you want it again. And now we see City and Liverpool and Spurs up there. I mean, we finished second. I keep on forgetting that because it wasn't a victorious second. It wasn't like we challenged City or scared City. We did beat them. But then the following week, I think we lost. There lies the problem. Jose Mourinho doesn't seem happy to be at Manchester United. He should be, in that opening press conference, I should have seen the old Jose Mourinho, and I didn't. And that's when alarm bells really started to ring for me. I am Jose out. Before Fellaini was re-signed, I was 75% Jose out. Now I'm 100%. When did this begin for me? I think, truthfully, when we were knocked out of the Champions League against Sevilla. It wasn't the knockout that bothered me so much. It was his words in the post-match press conference. What he said about the fans, what he said about beating us in the past. I found this really disturbing. But Manchester United should at least be finishing in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That's all we wanted. That's all we expected. Of course, if we won it, we would have been happy. But we're not idiots. We're not greedy fools. We know our limitations, and we kind of had the understanding he was slowly rebuilding a strong squad to challenge again in a couple of years. So we would have taken quarterfinals on the chin. But none of us expected to be knocked out by Sevilla. Now, good luck to Sevilla. They worked hard, played hard, but Jose picked the wrong team. But instead of being a man about it and taking it on the chin, even Sir Alex used to admit making bad selections at times. You can check his old videos. I watch them all the time. So this is how I know. But this man, instead of admitting his mistakes, he always blames everyone else, his coaching team, his players, the state of the pitch. There's always something going on that's not his fault. And I feel really, really bothered by this. And I thought when he first came in, we were going to buy big-name players. And when we got Pogba, I was really excited. It reminded me of when Sir Alex brought in Mark Hughes. But he's not Sir Alex. He's not even the Jose Mourinho we remember. I would have taken that arrogant fucker, no problem. But this guy, who looks like he's about to cry at every press conference, I don't want that. I'm told I'm a disloyal fan. I don't care. I want my club back. I want my club to at least play an attacking, exciting brand of football, even if we finish fourth or third. It doesn't matter. What matters now is we get in a guy who can be, as I said the other day, a club manager. And that's the Bournemouth manager. People tell me the Bournemouth manager isn't good enough. We have lots of good managers in lower teams. He's not going to work. Every club is looking at him apart from us. Let me tell you that. Every club. Big clubs in Europe are looking at him because he plays good football, he never gets carried away with himself, and he doesn't think he's the big I am. Unlike Jose. Jose Mourinho is a poisonous man as far as I'm concerned. He goes about things the wrong way. Now, as I said, when I heard he was coming in and I thought it was the Jose I remember, and I thought that bad year at Chelsea was just him pining to be at Manchester United. Bit arrogant, right? I was definitely wrong. And I think all of us who wanted him in were wrong. Now, some of us won't admit that. But I do feel that we should really think again and think, you know what? We desperately wanted it. We forced the club into this. Even slating poor Sir Bobby Charlton. Sorry, Sir Bobby, you were right. I was wrong. And so was every fan who thought you were wrong. But here lies the problem. The damage has been done. We need to limit this damage now before it's too late. Now, the club are not going to sack him now. There's no question about that. I do have fantasies of dreams of him wanting to get rid of Martial and the club saying no, they put their foot down and he just stamps his feet and leaves. That'd be great for me. I'm quite happy to see Michael Carrick and Kieran be coaches for now. Who knows, they may do a good job. But my ultimate fantasy and dream is to have the class of 92 running the club as joint managers together. They've done a great job at Salford. They can do a great job at Manchester United. They know each other so well. They can argue. They can disagree. It'll be for the good of the club because the club is in their heart and soul like it is mine and yours. We'll speak again.